Hi, and welcome to the Moore St. Louis Real Estate Market 2015 Recap and 2016 Forecast. I'm Dennis Norman, one of the broker owners at Moore Realtors, and over the next couple of minutes, I'll give you a recap of what happened in the St. Louis real estate market during 2015, as well as an outlook for where we see it going next year. First, for 2015 review, home prices and sales for the 5-county core market, which is what this report is about. That core market is made up of the city of St. Louis County, St. Charles County, Jefferson County, and Franklin County. In this market during 2015, we saw home sales increase about 1% from the year before, and we saw the median home price of homes sold jumped to $172,500 in 2015, an increase of nearly 6.5% from 2014 when the median price was $162. On the table I'm showing here, you can see the numbers for the individual counties. Now for the days on market, as well as months supply of homes for sale during 2015, for that core market, there was a 6-month supply of homes for sale at the beginning of 2015, which was about a month less than the beginning of 2014 when there was a 7-month supply. And as the chart will show, that we'll bring up here in a second, it's down to about a 5-month supply now, and which is down a little higher than the same time last year when it was a 4-month supply, but still down below what would be considered a balanced market at 6 months supply, so still favoring sellers overall. Then in January of this year, the median time that an active listing had been on the market was about 52 days, which is down significantly from 69 days the year before. And as the chart shows here, as of now, the days on the market for listings on the market here at the end of 2015 is about 39 or 35 days, which is down from 40-something days this time last year. The other thing I'd like to look at for last year was the sale price to listing price ratio. So what percentage of the list price did homes sell for? And we started out this year, we started out 2015 with homes selling for a median of about 97.2% of the current list price at the time of sale. So after whatever price reductions the listing may have had, if any, but about 97.2% of the price at the time of sale. And that was an improvement from 96.7% the year before. As of the end of 2015, homes sold for about 97.8% of the current list price compared with 97.2% a year ago. So some improvements there, maybe more accurate pricing on the part of agents. Now in January of this year, if we want to look at original sale price, so what homes sold for in relation to their original sales price, in January of this year, homes sold for 94.7% of their original price, as an improvement from a year ago when it was a point lower at 93.7%. At the end of the year, for 2015, it was 95.7%. Actually over a point improvement from a year ago when it was 94.4%. So that's probably a combination of a couple of things. An improving market, I got a chart here that shows this too. It's probably a combination of an improving market as well as perhaps more educated sellers and agents doing a little better job getting the homes priced right to start with. Now let's look ahead. So where are things going to go in St. Louis in 2016? Here's our Moore market forecast for 2016 for the St. Louis 5-county core market. Home sales we're projecting to be around 24,000 home sales. That would be roughly the same as what we saw back in 2007, which works out to an increase in home sales of about 4% from 2015. So we're projecting about a 4% or 4 times the increase this year compared with what we saw in 2015 from 2014. Then for home prices, most likely we're feeling that we're going to see less of an increase than the almost 6.5% increase we saw last year. We anticipate the median home price hitting around $180,000 in 2016, which would work out to an increase of about 4.5%. And then for inventory and supply, while the inventory will grow as we head into spring, the supply of homes for sale should remain in the seller's market territory, meaning below 6 months for most of the St. Louis market. So a very favorable outlook for 2016, looking for a strong market. Now let me just briefly cover some of the data behind this forecast. So in case you're wondering where this comes from, and no, it's not just because we're realtors and we drink the realtor Kool-Aid, because for those of you that know me, that is not the case. I've been a naysayer and many times before when we've been in down markets, but I'm very optimistic right now. So here's some of the data behind this forecast before we wrap up. This here is from the Fed Reserve for St. Louis. It's a chart that shows going back to 75. It shows the consumer price index. So basically, inflation is the green line. You can see inflation, has just continues at a pretty consistent rate. That trend stays about the same. The blue line would be St. Louis home prices, or the St. Louis Home Price Index, for the same period from 1975 to current. And you can see that home prices kind of parallel the rate of inflation during the 90s and up until 2000. It was there was a little bit of a gap. There was a little below it, which is fairly consistent. So this is not that they need to be the same. It's just the trend should be consistent. But you can see in the 90s and going into 2000, it dipped a little extra low, which helped fuel this spike we saw going into the when the housing bubble was created. And you can see there home prices were increasing at a rate higher than inflation come 2006, 2007. Now since then, you can see the line has dropped down quite a bit for for home prices. So there's a much wider gap between that and the rate of inflation. I don't think the rate of inflation is going to suddenly change, and as you can see historically here, it stays pretty constant. So I think this supports St. Louis home prices continuing to inch up a little bit to get more in line with the longer-term trend that we see there. Another good chart to look at is this chart here, which shows home prices for St. Louis. St. Louis home price index is blue line again, just like the last chart. But this time with the rental index. So this is the red line represents the rental index going back to 1975. And again, home prices tend to parallel the trend of the rent index. And once again, you can see back here in that 06-07 period, it got out of whack when home prices greatly exceeded it. But you can see where we're currently at. Home prices are down below that rental trend. So this again supports the idea that home prices are going to increase to get kind of back in track with where they should be relative to rents. The other thing that could happen is rents could drop. They'd have to drop significantly, though. And again, if we look at the long-term trend, that doesn't usually happen. With all the new units being added in the St. Louis market, there will be some downward pressure, I feel, in 2016 on rental rates. But still, that's going to be modest, and it supports home prices continuing to rise. All right, the last three things we're going to look at real quick is some of our live real-time data. This is for St. Louis County. And you can just see the market data that's shown here, while in the middle there it shows the current price trend is down right now. That's seasonal because of the time of year. But you can see up above all the green, home prices have been up for the 12-month period prior, 7%. Sales were up almost 8%. And there's only a 3 1/3 month supply in St. Louis County. So that indicates, supports the idea of a good spring market coming. Here's St. Charles County. This is even better. They've only got a 2.6 month supply of homes for sale. They saw a 13% boost in home sales last year, 4.5% increase on home prices. And again, currently they're down a little bit, but that's just a seasonal trend. So I'm predicting a really strong spring market in St. Charles County. And finally, the city of St. Louis. It looks good as well, just a little over 3 1/3 months on supply. Sales up 10%, prices up 11% last year. Current trends down a little bit, but I think St. Louis, the city of St. Louis, will see a good market as well. So there you have it. There's our recap and our forecast. Don't forget, if you're searching for homes for sale, search St. Louis's best and favorite home search site, stlouisrealestatesearch.com, stlouisrealestatesearch.com. I'm showing you here our new Polygon search. You can just draw a line around any area, search for homes for sale in that area. Also, a lot of this data here came from stlmarketdata.com. Anyone can go to stlmarketdata.com. You can pull up live market data for anywhere in St. Louis by city, by zip code, by county. Get all the latest home prices and data. Want to know what the value of your house is or somebody else's house? Go to stlouishouseprices.com, stlouishouseprices.com. Put in the address, you'll find it. And St. Louis's favorite open house site, stlouisopenhouses.com. Looking for anything open this weekend? Go to stlouisopenhouses.com. We have all the houses in the MLS that are open this weekend. You can find them there. And of course, if you have questions, or we can help you in any way, please give us a call, 314-332-1012, 314-332-1010. Take your pick or visit us at stlouisrealestatesearch.com. Thank you and God bless you.